OK， go ahead。
Thank you for your warm welcome.
多謝大家嘅歡迎，
It's an honor to stand before you today
好開心今日咧嚟到見下你哋。
to share with you my life testimony and how God has been faithful and gracious in my
分享
life.
咧神咧係好信實啦，同埋改變拯救我嘅生命啦。
I'm Betty once again, and I bring you greetings from Uganda.
我個名叫做 Betty， 就我係代表我嘅國家向各位問安。
I'm sure you now know something about Uganda
而家
after Papa's sharing.
你聽完 Sunny 講解，你大概知烏干達係點嘅世界啦。
Anyone has been to Uganda before or Africa?
有冇人去過非洲烏干達咧？
You're welcome.
歡迎你哋啊！
The Lord has been very faithful in my life,
咁啊，主耶穌咧對我咧就係非常之信實。
and I always live to testify of His goodness.
咁我成日都想咧見證佢嘅慈愛。
He has changed my family from tears to joy.
佢係幫助我哋嘅家庭由哭泣變成歡笑。
He has been my father when I had no father.
咁咧佢咧係代替咗我，因為我冇爸爸，但係佢成為咗我嘅爸爸。
And He has been my hope when I was hopeless.
當我冇希望嘅時候，佢成為我嘅希望。
When I was 3 years old,
咁我3歲嗰陣咧，
I lost my biological father to disease.
我嘅親生爸爸咧就病死咗啦。
Life without a physical father to provide is hard.
咁咧爸爸唔喺度咧，對我哋嚟講咧，其實係好艱難嘅。
My mother was uneducated and therefore jobless.
咁啊，媽媽因為冇受過教育啦，又冇工做啦，所以其實好艱難。
Taking care of me and my 2 brothers was really challenging.
咁咧嗰陣咧，佢要照顧我哋3兄弟姊妹係好困難。
So many times we went without meals.
好多時候我哋冇嘢食嘅。
I know what it means to sleep on a hungry stomach.
我咧就好明白咧嗰個冇嘢食咁都要瞓覺嗰種餓住個肚瞓覺嘅感覺。
I remember walking a long distance to go to school,
我仲記得咧要行好遠路返學啦，
but still was chased away due to school fees.
但係咧有時冇錢交學費咧就俾人趕走嘅。
Medical care was another challenge.
咁咧醫療都係我哋另一個嘅缺乏啦。
So many times we fell sick and she would advise us to just go sleep.
咁啊有時我哋病咗，阿媽就話：你瞓覺啦，瞓醒冇事㗎啦。
She had no money to take care of
因為
us.
佢冇錢去照顧我哋。
And I remember crying to the Lord so many
我
times,
好多時係向神呼求。
asking Him why I was born.
我問神點解我會出世咧？
Was I born to find all these
我
challenges?
點解要生出嚟受咁多苦咧？
I used to admire so many children in my community.
我以前成日都好羨慕我嘅社區嗰啲其他嘅小朋友，
And I wondered if I could be like them one time.
我就覺得哇，我好想好似佢哋一樣咁樣有人照顧啊！
My mother used to dig in the rich people's gardens to get some income to take care of us.
咁咧有時媽媽會做下散工啦，幫啲有錢人去打理下嗰塊田啊，或者個花園咁樣啦。
She fetched for them water just to survive.
咁啊幫佢哋去擔水啦。Fetching water, why you need to fetch water？
Because we have no water sources at
因
home.
為好多人就算有錢人 ，even rich people don't have water from home。
Yeah, we collect it from the swamp.
因為就算有錢人都冇自來水嘅，嗰度嗰個所謂基建設施係好缺乏嘅，所以佢哋要去到好遠地方攞水啦。咁佢就俾錢啲窮人幫佢攞水咯。
This was always very challenging for me at a little stage as a young girl.
咁咧，我嗰陣好細個，咁嘅生活真係好困難嘅。
So many men wanted to abuse me along the way.
咁咧，有時我哋去攞水嗰陣咧，啲男人上嚟侵犯我哋嘅。
Found so many wild animals.
有時會撞到啲動物咧襲擊我哋嘅。
One time I fell in the ditch of the water.
有一次我去筆水攞水嗰陣咧，就跌咗落個水池裡面。
Thank God someone was there to rescue me out
感謝主
immediately.
啊，有人救起咗我咋。
Life was never easy.
所以咧嗰陣生活真係好艱難。
And I thought God had forgotten about me and my family.
我諗神你梗係唔記得咗我同我嘅屋企人啊！
My mother always encouraged us to pray, even in this hard
咁
situation.
喺嗰個艱難嘅時候咧，媽媽成日都鼓勵我哋要祈禱。
We did not know much about Jesus, but we believed there was a creator of the universe.
我哋唔知道信耶穌嘅，我哋淨係知道咧，應該咧世界上有個創造嘅神嘅。
So we trusted that one time our situation could change.
所以我哋祈求就係一日我哋嘅情況會好轉。
We didn't see this come so soon.
不過呢件事一路都冇發生，
I lost hope.
我冇晒希望啦，
I had no dreams.
我冇夢想可
I
言，
didn't see any future
我睇
happening.
唔到將來仲有啲乜嘢意義同埋價值。
I got resentment in my heart.
我裏面咧有好多嘅埋怨，
I felt rejected.
我覺得好多人拒絕我。
And I always asked my mother why she gave birth to
我
me.
成日問阿媽做咩你要生我出嚟？
Life was challenging and hard.
生活咧真係好艱難嘅。
So along the way of life, my mother found a Watoto social worker.
後來咧經過咗好多年咯，我媽媽有一日撞到一個華滔圖嘅社工啊，
Shared her life story.
咁佢就講俾佢知我哋嘅家境啦。
And that is how Watoto got to rescue me and my little brother.
後來咧華滔圖就接收咗我同埋我嘅弟弟入咗佢嘅嗰個照顧嘅計劃裡面啦。
Everything became so beautiful after joining the Watoto Child Care
加
Ministry.
入華滔圖之後咧，成個世界都好美麗啦。
I was 10 years old then.
嗰陣咧我10歲咯。
And I remember wearing my very first pair of shoes at 10 years through Watoto Child Care
我仲記
Ministry.
得咧入咗華滔圖我就着起人生第一對鞋，之前我冇着過鞋嘅。
I got beautiful teachers, mentors, pastors who loved me.
咁有好多好錫我哋嘅老師啊、牧師啊、啲關心我哋嘅導師啊。
I got access to the best education, food, medical care, and everything a child needs to grow up.
咁我哋有機會接受嘅教育咧係最好質素嘅教育喺我哋嘅國家裏面。我哋好似入咗個國際學校咁樣，得到嘅照顧啊、食物啊、居住嘅環境。You even have your own home, do you?
Yes, I do
A
have.
house
We have a house, yes.
and your own bed?
And my own bed,
Oh,
beddings, which I
before
never
this-
had before.
No, you didn't have a
I
bed
used to
before.
sleep on the floor.
以前瞓地下
Nothing
㗎
to
咋，
keep me warm.
冇家私 ，no furniture，
No furniture.
乜都冇啊，
My clothes had patches everywhere.
穿晒窿嘅衫。但係而家咧樣樣都有啦。
Watoto gave me everything that I needed as a child.
咁咧，華滔圖就俾我所有一個小朋友應該有嘅嘢。
I had 11 sponsors who loved me so much.
咁咧，我有11個好錫我嘅助養者，世界各地嘅。
They wrote to me letters all the time, sent me birthday and Christmas gifts, and I knew I was
咁
loved.
啊，佢哋成日會寫信俾我啊，話俾我知佢哋好愛我啊，會送個生日卡俾我啊，禮物俾我啊。
Through discipleship in Watoto, I got to know about Jesus Christ.
所以透過華滔圖嗰個嘅牧養咧，我亦都認識咗主耶穌啦。
And my life never remained the same.
我嘅生活咧，生命就完全唔同晒啦。
This is the best decision I made at a very little stage.
咁我好細個嘅時候做咗呢個好緊要嘅決定，就係信耶穌啦。
2 years after, I was able to travel. I was privileged to travel with the Watoto Children's Choir.
咁咧2年之後12歲咧，我就竟然有機會咧跟華滔圖兒童合唱團咧出去就係訪問其他國家咯。
In 2006, at 12 years, I visited Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, Australia, and New Zealand.
咁咧嗰個係2006年嘅事，嗰、個咧係華滔圖第一次係派兒童合唱團嚟亞洲地區，當時我係統籌嘅，就佢哋去咗頭先講嗰幾個香港啊、台灣啊、新加坡啊、澳洲啊、紐西蘭，去咗5個國家。
I met Papa then in 2006.
2006年即係18年前咧，我就已經識
Welcomed
佢
us
㗎
at
啦
the。airport, Hong Kong airport, with a big
喺
smile.
機場拉晒隊，拉個 band 啊接佢啦。
My experience on tour was amazing for me.
咁啊，嗰個旅程咧對我個經驗咧真係好有意思。
Met so many different people who showed us love.
咁啊，撞到好多人好錫我哋嘅。
Shared their beautiful homes with us, hosted us.
咁啊，分享佢哋打開佢哋間屋接待我哋啦。Who is Betty？ 邊個係 Betty 認唔認到啊
Anyone can see Betty here?
？Betty 係
The
邊個啊？
first.
係邊個啊？係咪呢個啊？唔係呢個啊？係咪呢個啊？係咪呢個啊？係咪呢個啊？
Yeah, that's Betty in 2006.
2006年，and
I
you were
enjoyed-
12，
I was 12
12
years
歲
then,
嘅 Betty，
18 years ago.
18年前，
I enjoyed visiting Disneyland,
咁好開心去
Ocean Park,
海洋公
trying
園
different
啊。
seafood. We don't
uh,
have this back home in Uganda.
Did you eat this snake？
No,
No?
I just carried it.
玩下啲動物啊，海洋公園啊，嗰個海獅威威係咪？
And McDonald's,
試下第一次一生人第一次嘅麥當勞啊，
that MTR train
搭地
station.
鐵啊，好多新鮮嘅體驗，
This was an amazing experience for me.
好奇妙嘅經歷。
And I knew very well that God indeed had not forgotten about me.
我就知道咧，原來神唔係
I
忘記
felt like
咗
He had
我。
better plans for my
我覺
life.
得佢咧好似喺我人生裏面有個唔同嘅計劃，
I got a dream then,
咁我就開始發夢啦。
and I prayed to God to fulfill this dream one
我就
time.
開始祈禱啦，神啊，你幫我夢想成真啊！
Shortly after the 9 months of tour,
所以經過咗嗰9個月嘅旅程之後咧，
I didn't want to travel back home.
我就唔想翻鄉下喎，
I wish I could stay
我想
around.
留低喺度
People showed us so much
喎，
love,
因為好多人好錫我哋
and I
嘅。
felt like I needed to stay a
不
little
過我覺
more,
得，哎呀，我想留耐啲。
but I had to go home
不
anyway.
過夠鐘啦，我要翻屋企，
I completed my primary,
Come on.
secondary, and joined the university.
翻去就讀由小學開始啦，慢慢讀上去，讀完大學
Where
啦。
I graduated with a degree in international relations.
咁咧讀咗嗰個完成一個學位咧，就係呢個公共嘅關係，即係國際事務嘅。
In the peak is my mother. She was very, very happy.
我阿媽咧真係發夢都諗唔到
She could not
我有機會
believe how
個女係讀大學，
The Lord had brought
因為以
us.
前飯都冇得食啊，而家咧可以行到咁遠。
She was very grateful of Jesus' love through a total child care
咁啊，佢
ministry.
哋好感恩主耶穌透過 Watoto 咧咁樣去關心我哋。
And I was equally very happy, and I indeed believe that God is a miracle working
咁
God.
我都係日日都好感恩啊！我覺得神係一個行神蹟奇事嘅神。
He became my hope when I was hopeless.
當我冇希望嘅時候，耶穌就係我嘅希望。
He became my father when I was fatherless.
當我冇爸爸，佢成為我嘅爸爸。
He became my friend when I had no
當我
friend.
冇朋友咧，耶穌係我嘅朋友。
He provided food when I had no food.
我肚餓咧，佢俾我食物。
He even did it over and above.
咁咧，而且咧係超過我
He
所
doubled
需
my
要嘅。
blessings.
係啊，佢好多祝福喺我生
We
命
serve
裏
an
面。
amazing
所以我
God.
哋侍奉呢個神係奇妙嘅神。
Because we have a lot of unemployment in Uganda,
咁喺烏干達咧，因為咧個失業情況好嚴重嘅。
it was hard for me to find a job after my
我
graduation.
大學畢業之後就揾唔到工做喎。
And I had acquired a few bakery skills from Watoto Child Care Ministry.
咁咧，但係咧，我以前咧就有啲手藝嘅喎。我就中學時候咧已經學咗整蛋糕嘅咯。
And that is how I was able to start my own bakery
於
shop.
是咧，我就開始做自己嘅蛋糕嘅生意啦。
And where we bake bread, cake, cookies, and all local treats.
啲蛋糕啊、cookies 啊，同埋啲麵包啊，even chicken，you had roast chicken for
Yeah, we
some
do
time，
roast chicken
and
sometimes.
ice cream，
And ice cream
Yeah.
and pizzas.
整pizza 啊。
I had enjoyed all these treats when I traveled with the choir.
咁咧，我咧就周圍去跟個 choir 出去嗰啲外國咧，就睇到人哋食
So-
呢啲嘢焗呢啲餅，我覺得好好食，所以翻去我就學做呢啲
I
嘢。
knew one time I have to introduce this back home in my country.
所以咧，我嗰陣咧細個已經諗，哇！我嘅國家需要有啲好味嘅蛋糕。
And I had Papa who always looked out for me whenever he would travel to
咁咧，我
Uganda.
咧次次去烏干達，我每年都去幾次嘅。我次次去就揾佢噶啦，就去幫佢打氣啊。
He was always eager to know what is happening with my
我
life.
就次次都約佢出嚟，喂，最近點啊？嗰個蛋糕鋪生意點啊？
He believed in me, prayed for me, supported me, and I knew I had a big role to play now.
咁咧，我咧就相信佢，亦都係支持佢咧，鼓勵佢啦。咁所以咧，佢咧就好俾心機做啦。
He always encouraged me to add oil.
我就廣東話成日都話加油咁啊！佢而家都識講加油噶啦
I。kept pushing it hard to see that this business
咁啊
sustains.
，So how does your business grow?
Little by little,
How is it now?
now I have 6 shops in my home
而家
district.
咧佢有6間鋪頭噶啦，老闆嚟㗎呢個係咪？
15 employees,
有15個工人，
and I have 30 young girls that are trained in skill
有
for free.
30個學徒。
In my community, I identified young girls that had challenges just like me one
咁
time.
咧，我喺個社區嗰度咧，就我揾到有好多女仔，好似我以前咁樣嘅身世嘅，
So
好
I
艱難
reached out
嘅。
to them by equipping them with these bakery
於
skills.
是咧，我就 招募佢哋咧，就俾訓練佢哋啦，
I also teach them about Jesus.
又同佢哋分享主耶穌啦。
Most of them are non-believers.
大部分呢啲係未信主嘅人嚟嘅。
But little by little, they are transforming.
慢慢咧，佢哋就改變啦。This is a Muslim.
Yeah, that's a
Can you see?
Muslim.
There
Yeah.
are some Muslims among the girls.
So many of
都
them.
有啲女仔都係回教徒添嘅。咁慢慢咧，呢啲人都信主㗎啦。
Jesus had showed me so much love through a total child care
所以主
ministry.
耶穌咧透過畫 Toto 咧係俾我感受佢好大嘅愛嘅。
And I always felt the need to also show this love to someone
我
else.
就好想咧將呢個愛傳出去，去分享俾其他人。
If Watoto had not rescued me, I would be lost in the world.
所以咧，如果冇畫 Toto 救咗我咧，我而家就會好失落嘅。
I
How
would be
do you
HIV
think
positive.
you'll be HIV？
I would have a lot of kids
可
from
能我會有愛
abandoned
滋
men.
病啦，我會俾好多男人拋棄啦，有好多細路仔
I
啦
would be，miserable
我會好冇
I would have
絕
no
望
future
啊！我冇將來㗎啦。
because this is what happens back home when a child does not go to school.
因為喺我哋家鄉啦，如果你冇讀書，你個前途就係咁㗎啦。
Men exploit you and abuse you.
啲男人咧就會係佔你便宜啊，
So-
佢會使用你啊，就用完就掉啊。
So I'm very glad that Otto rescued me at a little stage and gave me a future.
所以我好感恩啊！我細個咧話 Toto 拯救我，我就有一個好唔同嘅將來啦。
I always look forward to changing someone's life as well.
所以我亦都經常都想盡辦法去幫助改變一啲人嘅命運。
God changed my life.
所以神改變咗我啦，
I also want to impact someone's
我
life.
亦都可以咁樣去帶嚟一啲
All
嘅
for
影
the
響，
glory of God.
為着神得到嘅榮耀。
Thank you once again for welcoming me here.
再一次多謝大家今日俾我嘅機會分享
It's
啦。
an honor to share with you my
我
testimony.
好感恩可以咁樣去分享我嘅見證。
And here to encourage you that no matter the challenges you may have,
我想鼓勵大家，可能你都遇到唔同嘅挑戰，
always look up to God.
你要仰望神，
He's our Father,
佢係我哋嘅爸
and He
爸，
knows you as his child.
佢睇你係佢嘅仔女，
He knows the number of hair on your head.
佢數過你頭髮有幾多條，雖然今朝跌咗幾條，
He
佢
has
知
not
道
forgotten
佢冇
you.
忘記你。
If He can feed the lilies on the valley,
係啦，佢咧你就好美麗，好似啲山谷嗰啲百合花咁靚。
then He can change your situation.
佢咧一樣可以解決你嘅問題
May
嘅，
He always look on you with peace.
讓主嘅平安臨到你哋，
May He always be gracious to you
讓主嘅恩典臨到你哋，
and give you peace. Amen.
俾你平安。Amen，Amen。All right，thank you，thank you。Yes。